Once upon a time, I found myself in a situation I never envisioned, and I certainly never saw myself as the kind of woman capable of such a feat yet. In the tapestry of life, there are moments when the heart remains unaware of its own longings, until another soul steps forth, weaving emotions into your existence that you had once deemed insignificant. And so it came to pass that I found myself in this moment, heart racing, hands shaking, with a man who was not my husband drawing near to me. Alas, it is overwhelming. "Please go slow," I whispered, my voice trembling, for he towered over my husband in a way that made my heart race. In that uncertain moment, doubt lingered in my heart, yet as I felt his presence, a spark ignited within me, urging me to embrace the challenge ahead. It was a union that set the course of my journey. In a world filled with countless souls, there exists a man named Ethan, my husband. He embodies the essence of goodness, the very type of man that dances through the dreams of many women, the one they envision standing beside them at the altar. In a world where loyalty shines like a beacon, there exists a presence that is unwavering, a spirit that is steadfast, always placing my needs above their own. For many a year, that was all that was needed. In the heart of our journey, we crafted a sanctuary, weaving our lives into a beautiful tapestry of togetherness. Yet, as the journey unfolded, a subtle change began to weave its way through the fabric of the tale. Once upon a time, our love blossomed with vibrant colors and sweet melodies, but as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, it slowly transformed into a familiar rhythm, a dance of routine. The fire of passion began to fade, like the last embers of a once roaring flame. Our closeness settled into a familiar rhythm. In that familiar space, we found ourselves once more, locked in the same positions, swaying to the same rhythm. An unspoken understanding lingered between us, a recognition that neither of us felt entirely fulfilled, yet we remained ensconced in the comfort of our routine, hesitant to disrupt the delicate balance we had created. In the quiet corners of my heart, the thought of betrayal never dared to take root, nor did it ever flutter through my mind like a fleeting shadow. Until he arrived. In a world filled with whispers and shadows, there lived a man known as Damien. In the midst of their endeavors, he found himself alongside Ethan, a figure of towering stature and unwavering confidence, the sort of man who moved through the world as if he held the very essence of his potential within him. From the very first moment our paths crossed, he captured my attention. In the quiet moments, his gaze would linger, a heartbeat longer than necessary, as if time itself paused to take notice. When he spoke my name, his voice would dip, a subtle shift that sent a shiver down my spine. And there he would stand, just a breath away, the space between us charged with an unspoken tension that felt both thrilling and dangerous. In those fleeting moments, his fingers would softly graze my skin, a secret dance that unfolded when my husband remained unaware. I whispered to myself, convincing my heart that it was but a fleeting shadow, a mere nothing in the grand tapestry of life. Yet, beneath the surface, I found a certain delight in the attention that came my way. As the days turned into weeks, the unspoken tension that lingered between us grew ever more palpable, weaving itself into the fabric of our interactions, until it became a force we could no longer overlook. In the quiet corners of a bustling world, there existed a dance of stolen glances, fleeting moments where eyes met and stories began to unfold without a single word spoken. The gentle caresses that remain in the air. The sly grin that danced upon his lips as he caught sight of the crimson hue creeping across my cheeks. It was a misstep. Deep down, I felt the weight of my actions, a whisper in the shadows that told me it was wrong. Yet I did not intervene. And so it was on a fateful night I chose not to intervene. On that fateful night, I finally surrendered. Once upon a time, Ethan found himself journeying far from home, embarking on a quest for work. In the span of 3 days, a tale unfolds. 3 nights passed, each one cloaked in mystery and wonder. It was on that fateful first night when Damien reached out to me through a text. In the gathering of friends, the clinking of glasses echoed, each drink a vessel of stories waiting to be shared. In that moment, clarity washed over me like a gentle tide, revealing the truth hidden beneath the surface. In the depths of my mind, a whisper echoed, revealing the fate that awaited me should I utter the word yes. Yet I found myself unable to utter the word no. As the clock ticked away, the hours slipped by, and soon enough, there he stood at my door. As soon as I opened the door and welcomed him in, a sense of inevitability washed over me, and I realized that there was no turning back from this moment. The air that surrounded us was heavy, laden with unspoken words and lingering glances, entrusted with a burden both perilous and inescapable. Before I could even begin to ponder the situation, the door had barely clicked shut when Damien pressed me firmly against it. His lips met mine with a fervent intensity, and so I allowed him to proceed. Oh, how I wish for divine guidance, for I have allowed him to take the reins of my heart. He kissed me as if I were the very feast he had longed for, a treasure he had yearned to savor. It was as if he had been anticipating this moment for just as long as I had. His hands bore the marks of a life well lived, each callous a testament to the stories they could tell. His body ignited with heat, pressed against mine. As we stepped into the bedroom, a shiver coursed through me, a wave of urgency washing over my very being. Yet, in that moment when he finally drew near, when I could feel his presence, a gasp escaped my lips. He stood larger than life. It was a thickness that enveloped everything around it, a presence that could not be ignored. With a firm grasp on his arms, I felt my breath hitch in my throat. A surge of both fear and thrill danced within me, twisting and turning in my belly. "Damien," I murmured, my voice trembling with the weight of my emotions, "it's too much. Kindly take your time." As he leaned closer, a playful smirk danced upon his lips, whispering secrets into my ear. "Fear not, my dear. In my own rhythm, I shall proceed." And indeed, he did. In the wake of what had transpired, shame should have crept into my heart. In that moment, I found myself grappling with a feeling that should have filled me with revulsion. Yet, as I reclined in the stillness that followed, my body resonated with a gentle vibration, and my breath danced in an uneven rhythm. A different sensation washed over me, one that was unlike anything I had ever experienced before. Ah, the sweet embrace of relief, like a gentle breeze that sweeps away the burdens of the day. In the quiet moments of life, there lies a feeling, a gentle whisper that wraps around the heart, satisfaction. It is the sweet reward of a journey well traveled, a treasure found in the simplest of joys, where every breath feels like a soft embrace of contentment. It was as if, at long last, the veil had been lifted and I was truly noticed. It was as if, at long last, I had been desired in the very manner I had always yearned for. With a slow, deliberate motion, Damien let his fingers glide along my thigh, his gaze locked onto mine, a familiar smug smirk playing on his lips. "Are you all right?" A soft, breathless laugh escaped my lips. It seems that the very act of walking feels beyond my reach. With a soft chuckle, he let the warmth of laughter escape his lips. I shall embrace that as a kind gesture, indeed. But let me tell you of the darkest moment. In the depths of my heart, I sensed that this moment was but a chapter in a much larger tale, one that would surely unfold again. In the depths of my heart, I had tasted the sweet nectar of true satisfaction, and now the thought of returning to a life devoid of that bliss seemed almost unbearable. Yet as the years rolled on, a shadow of guilt began to creep in, whispering reminders of what once was. For years, I tucked away the memory, hiding it deep within the shadows of my mind. In the quiet corners of my mind, I wove a tale of reassurance, convincing myself that it was merely a fleeting error, a momentary lapse in the grand tapestry of life. It held no significance. In the end, the truth remained a mystery to Ethan, forever shrouded in the shadows of what could have been. Through the trials and tribulations, our union remained steadfast. And so, the journey of life continued, unfolding its chapters one by one. Yet, as the moon cast its silvery glow and Ethan lay peacefully asleep beside me, my mind wandered restlessly, unable to shake the thoughts that danced in the shadows of the night. Once upon a time, there was a figure shrouded in mystery, a character whose essence beckoned curiosity and intrigue. His story, rich with experiences and tales untold, invites one to delve deeper into the chapters of his life. With each gentle caress from my husband, memories of Damien's hands danced through my mind, vivid and haunting. With each gentle shift of Ethan within me, a distinct sensation washed over me, a reminder of the connection we shared. Dimensions. The intensity. A force that grips the heart and ignites the spirit, drawing one into its fervent embrace. And so it was, the guilt began to gnaw at my very soul, consuming me from within. For in the depths of my heart, despite the love I held for my husband and the unwavering faithfulness I had shown since that fateful night, there lingered a sense of longing that could not be quelled. Once more, the longing stirred within me. Yet on this occasion, my heart yearned for the presence of my husband by my side. It was a revelation that turned the tide of fate. In the quiet corners of my mind, I had played out the conversation 100 times, each scenario unfolding like a well-worn tale, waiting for its moment to be told. What is the best way to gently encourage your husband to embrace a physical transformation while ensuring his spirit remains unscathed? On a moonlit evening, with the warmth of a few glasses of wine coursing through my veins, I found the courage I had long sought. In a cozy corner of the room, Ethan lounged on the couch, absorbed in the flickering images of the television. It was then that I nestled beside him, my fingers gently dancing over the contours of his chest, creating a moment that felt both intimate and timeless. "My sweet little one," I whispered softly. He faced me, gently pressing his lips to my forehead. Indeed, a moment of doubt lingered in my mind. My heart raced with fervor. There came a moment when I teetered on the edge of retreat. Yet a shadow crossed my mind as I pondered the possibility of never experiencing such exquisite joy once more. Alas, I found myself unable to accomplish it. As I inhaled deeply, a soft whisper escaped my lips. Once upon a time, in the realm of intimacy, there arose a desire to embark on a journey of discovery. It was a quest to uncover new paths that could enhance the magic of their shared moments. Together, they pondered the possibilities that lay ahead, eager to weave a richer tapestry of connection and pleasure. With a furrowed brow, Ethan's face fell into shadows, a storm brewing within his gaze. In the depths of your heart, a shadow lingers, whispering that joy has eluded you. Once upon a time, there existed a being, a presence that simply was. Have you ever paused to ponder what wonders might unfold if we were to sprinkle a touch of enhancement upon our lives? His visage grew rigid, a mask of unyielding resolve. In that fleeting instant, I witnessed the spark of realization ignite. Are you suggesting that I should undergo surgery? With a deep breath, I felt the weight of the moment settle in my throat. It wasn't quite surgery, you see. But behold, the myriad of paths that lie before us. There are certain steps that can guide you on your journey. A whisper of improvement, a gentle touch to elevate what already exists. In the stillness of the moment, there lay a profound silence. A silence so heavy it felt as though the very air was thick with unspoken words, wrapping around the heart like a shroud, leaving only a gut-wrenching emptiness in its wake. As I extended my hand towards him, a sense of connection filled the air. In the depths of her heart, she whispered softly, "Ethan, I love you." This tale does not revolve around my discontent. Once upon a time, in the quiet corners of my mind, a thought began to take shape. With a swift motion, he withdrew his hand. Do I not measure up to your expectations? There was a heaviness in my chest, a deep-seated ache that whispered of unspoken tales and lingering shadows. In that moment, I felt a deep urge to share with him the truth of his being, that my heart was filled with love for him, completely and utterly. Yet, in my very being, I had sensed so much more, and so I yearned to experience that sensation once more. It was a transformation that caught me completely off guard. For weeks, a heavy silence hung between Ethan and me, as if words had taken flight and left us in a quiet void. Regret washed over me like a heavy tide, pulling me under with its relentless force. I believed I had brought our story to a tragic end. Yet, as the moon hung high in the sky, he returned home much later than usual. As I lay nestled in the warmth of my blankets, he quietly settled himself beside me, the soft rustle of the sheets marking his arrival. With a hushed tone, he revealed, "I've been delving into my research." In the blink of an eye. "What is it that you seek to uncover?" His blue eyes locked onto mine, filled with a weighty seriousness. In the realm of transformation, there exist various procedures designed to elevate and refine. These enhancement rituals beckon those seeking to embark on a journey of improvement and growth. In that moment, my breath was stolen away. "Ethan," she said softly, her voice a gentle breeze, "you don't have to." "I wish to," he interjected. "Text, if it brings you joy, I am willing to give it a go." In the depths of my heart, a tempest of emotions began to rise. In the tapestry of life, I found myself entangled with a man who seemed too grand for my humble existence. In the depths of his heart, there resided a love so profound, it could light up the darkest of nights. His readiness to embrace the journey ahead. Yet, I found myself resolute in my decision to let him continue on his path. For within the depths of my heart, a yearning had taken root, a desire that whispered softly, urging me toward this very moment. Months slipped by in a slow dance, each day blending into the next. In the realm of ideas, where minds converge, there are consultations that spark the flames of understanding, discussions that weave the fabric of connection, and doubts that linger like shadows, urging us to seek clarity. Yet, I walked alongside them through every twist and turn of the journey. And so, it was on that fateful day we gathered our courage and ventured forth to experience it for the very first time. And so, the scene came to a close with a single word: cut. In the grand tapestry of life, there stood Ethan, a figure of notable stature, larger than most in both presence and spirit. More substantial. And the manner in which he wielded it suggested he had a point to make. Text as he entered, a sharp breath escaped my lips, a sound of surprise and wonder. My nails pressed into his back, a silent testament to the intensity of the moment. Once upon a time, in a world filled with wonder, there was a little one, a precious baby, who brought joy and light to all around. I gasped for breath. "Take your time, my friend." As his lips gently caressed my ear, a shiver of anticipation danced along my spine. "You asked for this," he murmured, his voice barely above a whisper, as if the weight of the words hung in the air between them. "And now, the moment has come for you to seize it." And so it came to pass that I did. Every inch tells a tale. With each profound and bewildering stroke, the world seemed to fade away. As we reached the end of our journey, a tremor coursed through me. In a moment suspended in time, the air hung heavy, leaving one utterly breathless, utterly shattered. Ethan's grin spread across his face as he looked down at me, a spark of mischief dancing in his eyes. With a gentle hand, I traced lazy circles upon my stomach, each movement a soft whisper of calm in the quiet of the moment. With a self-satisfied grin, he posed the question. Words eluded me completely. With a swift motion, I drew him closer and pressed my lips against his. For the very first time in many moons. In that moment, my mind wandered far from thoughts of Damien. In that moment, I found myself not in the realm of comparison. In that moment, a profound understanding washed over me. In that moment, I realized I would never require the company of another soul again.